Down, down, Man, I didn't run this Thursday, but tomorrow I'm going running, and actually I'm looking kind of forward to it. I asked the girl I'm talking to recommend me some. She's really into country and cowboy stuff, so I asked her to give me some recommendation of country songs, and she gave me some, and I told her I will listen to them while running, and she liked that message quite a lot. So I'm excited to go running tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. I'm being a big doofus. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me, because I am just a child. 28-year-old child. That's who I am. Country is the least appropriate genre to be running doing. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not like rhythm wise and instrument wise. Maybe it's not the most appropriate, but I'm also very motivated by lyrics, and if the lyrics like speaks to me, that's when I speed up a lot. And a lot of like the songs that she recommended, which was like from Luke Combs, are very much like, you know, about love and trying to like, you know, make something work. And especially the song Hurricane is like saying like how a person had such an impact in their life that they were like a hurricane, they smacked them like a hurricane, and that alone motivates me to do better. So it's, yes, as a genre, I would not recommend. As a genre, I would not recommend it to use it for like fitness or running. But for myself, I think I can make it work. I can definitely make it work. Okay, performance enhancer. Just like the songs I just talked about that will enhance my performance tomorrow. This is what the SCP is all about. Look at that. Drugs. Safe. All known samples of SCP-1853 are to be contained in airtight containers under restricted access at Site 77 in Storage Locker 663. When in containment, SCP-1853 is not to be used on D-class personnel or any other human subjects for testing purposes. Only chemical analysis testing is approved when being tested. A small amount should be stored in an aerosol dispersal system. I don't know why I had... Oh shit, vitiligo... What the... It's the opposite of a performance enhancer. It makes you white. Never. Don't give that to me. Unless, like, you know... Unless I'm very desperate. But you mean we are... Attempts to censor references to SCP-1853 and its effects mentioned during SCP-2206 broadcasts covering the New York urbans and the repeated abuse of the substance are ongoing. Requests to utilize substance to create more realistic staging for said events have been denied. Any reports of SCP-1853 being used outside of containment should be immediately investigated by Foundation agents under the guise of testing for normal performance enhancing drugs. Any subject found to have exposed themselves... Oh, okay. Something happened in Discord and I was like really confused. I was like, who is doing all this? Requests to utilize the substance to create more realistic staging for said events have been denied. Any reports of SCP-1853 being used outside of containment should be immediately investigated by Foundation agents under the guise of testing for normal performance enhancing drugs. Any subject found to have exposed themselves to SCP-1853 is to be interrogated as to how they came to possess it, followed by the administration of a Class B amnestic and medical treatment to remove SCP-1853 from the systems. And here we have doing testing. It became... Wait a minute. Oh no. I've been taking it without realizing. What does it do? Am I screwed? SCP-1853 is a green human-derived serum Serum? No, it's serum. It's serum, but now for some reason I'm thinking like, was it ever said serum before? No, it's serum. Containing a mixture of unidentified proteins and chemical compounds. When not being applied to an organic object, SCP-1853 displays no anomalous properties and is functionally identical to water. It's pronounced serum, yeah, right? I was thinking to myself like, did any British person ever say serum? And I was like, nope, that's definitely not the case. That's just when applied to a living subject, SCP-1853 will noticeably enhance the performance of the individual subject in a competitive environment. I can't believe AfroFluff has been using illegal performance enhancers this whole time. I mean, technically, if you think about it, G Fuel is a performance-enhancing drink, isn't it? Because it's mostly like help you with like gaming, like your reflexes, staying awake, and all of that. So yeah, I have been. I can't even deny it. I have been. It's not like you caught me red-handed. I've been doing it for a long time. Every time I do SCP streams, you guys see me just chucking performance-enhancing drinks down my throat. Cut to Lance Armstrong saying, "What am I on? I'm on a bike." Listen, sometimes you got the Lord can only do so much. You said that for, yeah, I know. I heard that. Like I remember that happening. I'm not much into like, you know, watching sports and all that, but I heard about the Lance Armstrong scandal, and I also heard that he said that before the scandal, and I was like, guy's ballsy. For the fact that, you know, he had ball cancer as well, like, you know, he's very ballsy. SCP-1853 is very effective in athletic competitions, but is equally potent in non-athletic competitions such as chess, poker, and collectible trading card competitions. Subjects exposed to SCP-1853 have been consistently more able to effectively count cards, analyze opponents' strategies, and use psychological methods to achieve victory, depending on the specific avenue of competition. Further analysis has shown that SCP-1853 effects do not cease after a competitive event is over and in fact may not desist at all. Reports of known SCP-1853 users at home has shown that in any activity the user feels is a competition will activate SCP-1853's effect. These have included but are not limited to, dude, never give this to somebody who's like highly competitive with everything they do, because then this SCP has a fucking field day. I tell you what. If you give this SCP to one person that's very competitive, I tell them, my God, may the Lord have mercy on their soul, because they will not have a nice, they won't have a good time. Fighting for a large crowd in order to reach the front of the line, which inside a small riot. Wow, okay, if I had a whiff of this, the casualties would be Australia would cease to exist. Completing more of a workload than a co-worker, that's not too bad. That will actually help a lot of people who procrastinate quite a lot. Well, I mean, most people who procrastinate are also not very competitive. I mean, depends on what they procrastinate in and what they're competitive about. Finishing a meal before others at the table, all that, yeah. That's always been weird to me. Like, I know some people tell me like their childhood, like they had like a bunch of siblings, so it would always be like a rush to see who gets like the last bite, who gets the most. What do you mean Australia never existed to begin with? Then what did I land on 6 years ago? Mowing a lawn in a more efficient way than a neighbor. Yelling louder than other individuals during confrontations. Much higher inclination to incite fights with acts of violence against others. Knowledge of SCP-1853's effect on them has shown to have a psychological impact on test subjects. Some subjects may attempt to turn every event in their life into some form of competition in order to utilize the enormous effect. This has been shown to be deleterious to the subject's personality, alienating themselves from many people they had previously been friendly with. In addition, subjects may begin to take aggressive action against those they perceive as not having a proper competitive spirit. When SCP-1853 afflicted user wishes to compete with them. SCP-1853 sources was contained on the 2nd, 1998, in a Prometheus Labs facility. Following the destruction of the main headquarters, notes collected with SCP-1853 indicated that it was being developed as a superhero serum. Somebody tried to get the Captain America serum down. The super soldier serum. However, several samples were discovered to be missing, and private records indicate that they have been leaked to several minor league sports franchises. Can you imagine? Instead of Captain America, he's just Captain Competitive. Because the whole thing about the super soldier serum is that he got like super buff, and he already had the willpower, right? The strive to do good. But the super soldier serum gave him the power, the body to do so. But can you imagine, instead of that serum, he got this one? So he's still like skinny and lanky, but he's just way more competitive. But he still sucks at everything. I love how they I'll read that soon. As of the 9th, 18th, 2005, it is believed that all samples of SCP-1853 are in containment. As such, it has been classified as safe. I love how they have these ultra performance enhancers and they use it for a little league. They did, didn't they? Documents recorded from Prometheus Labs. Testing summary 1. We found that application of serum to the epidermis allows for people to be stronger, faster, but not having more endurance. They were able to complete reflex-based tests in a quarter of the time of the non-affected subjects. This has definitely been a successful round of testing. Also, tell the handlers to be super careful when they are moving the serum from storage. This stuff is really potent. You only need to touch it to become affected, so don't touch it. Don't touch it! Oh, look, a Chaos Emerald. Come to Mama. Don't touch it! I guarantee it's still not as effective as a little crack in the morning. Yeah, crack does wonders, doesn't it? Summary 2. We've begun to detect mood shifts in the subject who were affected in the first round of testing. They're much less noble than we would have hoped people given this power would be. Instead, they are all about trying to see who can do the test the fastest. We put up a leaderboard to try to keep them docile. Perhaps we should use some people who are more moral as test subjects for the next run. More moral. That's a tongue twister. This would have been great for the Reagan administration to create fighting instead of cocaine. I also love how they were like, oh man, these people are clearly morally very not fully there. So that's why this is going wrong. It's not the drugs itself, it's the people. Typical, shifting the blame somewhere else. Summary 4. They began breaking out of the test subject's habitation zone, but only to go back to the tracks. This morning, Hank was harassed by about 4 of them, demanding that he update the scores for runs they did on their own last night. He did what they said. I've assigned additional guards to the track field to monitor their progress and to make sure they don't go anywhere besides the track. I don't think trying to keep them in would do anyone good. I've added more cameras in the observation booth to keep an eye on them. And Ronald Reagan cut up while snorting crap. Maybe I should stop reading chat. There's sometimes some unhinged stuff that just comes out of you guys' mouth, honestly. Summary 11. The test subjects are completely disrespectful to the testers. They're demanding to see the test results to compete with us in how we interpret our data. This round of tests has been an interesting failure, unfortunately. While we were able to get the physical and And mental results we needed. The personality changes were just too much to bear. I'll be having Linda to do some interviews with them before we administer treatment, see if it's actually from the serum or just a natural development in their minds. Keeping my fingers crossed that it's us. At least that'd be easy to fix. Don't worry, this isn't unhinged. It will make perfect sense in 2 months. Oh boy. I'll keep that in my mind. I'll write it in the calendar. Addendum, recovered evidence, complaint from Standard. Writer Jim Simpson. Subject Andrew Bellio. I know that the card is supposed to be first come first serve, but this is getting ridiculous. Andy just bounced in like a freaking Wolverine and takes all the donors before any of us even have a chance to get in the room. It's unprofessional and frankly uncourteous of him to do so. I request that some form of action be taken against it. Notes NA. Oh my god. Don't want that. Oh my god, can you feel the sunshine? Nice. Something I don't get to feel that often in the UK. Let me put that. But that one's not gonna be reached until yeah. That's why I've been almost like saying that it's gonna be okay. Gotcha. I understand. It's an SCP I will reach very apparently soon if it's in 2 months, as long as I don't take a break. Gotcha. It is in the okay. Yeah, that's not too far away. That is not too far away at all.